Joe t-shirt wearing, championship ring wearing, deal stealing, high wheel riding, dragonfly flying, son of a gun. And I'm having a hard time keeping these credit card bills down. Welcome to A Flair for Toys. Said uncultured heathen, it's your boy Beef. And tonight, live inside the toy house, the one, the only, Ben's Custom Figures One. How you doing, my man?
Not too bad. How are you doing, brother?
I am good. I am good for a Tuesday. It was better than Monday, I tell you that.
That's true.
So, the first thing I always start off with is where you come up with the name. I know it probably is your name and you just added something to it, but Ben's Custom Figures One, tell me a little bit.
Yep. Literally, it just comes from the name. I just started customizing figures and kept the name, and it just went that easy.
So, real quick, we're gonna go back to your childhood, but just to get everybody started, when did you first start customizing?
I first started customizing when I was a little kid. I was about 9, and I started taking my GI Joes apart. And everybody knows Gen X. We were always hands-on with everything. So I started doing it then, using my mom's nail polish, customizing them up when I was a little kid.
Nice. Did you ever have trouble with the little O-ring and stuff in there?
Oh yeah, I had a little bit of trouble with it. Once I figured it out and got it down and figured out which heads could fit and which parts could fit, I had no problems.
Nice. Thank you, 80s. Thank you, everybody, for showing up, man. Make sure y'all are hitting that like button, and let's show this man some love. We are going to get this thing started. We want to try to take you back to a little bit of your childhood. I'd like to know, what was your first toy as a kid?
My first toy as a kid? As far as G.I. Joe or action figures?
Anything. I mean, not like the baby rattler your mama gave
Right,
you.
right. The furthest back I can remember was I had the Justice League playset.
Nice.
It was the old JLA playset. It kind of cracked open, and
Sure.
you had the 5 points of articulated figures going in and out. I remember that real well. I love that thing.
Okay. So was the superpowers then your probably first collection as a kid, maybe?
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely. I've always been big into superheroes, DC, Marvel, you name it. I've always been big into either or.
Okay. So which do you like better?
I
Marvel?
prefer Marvel.
Okay. Me too. Me too. But I like them both. I had a lot of the superpowers, and then I had like the Secret Wars from Marvel, and then it was GI Joe and stuff like that.
Yeah.
What was your favorite cartoon as a kid?
Oh, by far G.I. Joe.
Gotcha. Mine too. Mine too.
Yep. I'd come home from school every day, 3 o'clock. Right away, I was in front of that TV watching it.
Yes, sir. I loved it, man. I still watch it to this day and still
Me
enjoy
too. Me too.
it. What was your favorite movie as a kid?
Oh man, I'd have to go with Bloodsport.
Okay, that's a good
Bloodsport
one.
was when I was a kid. I was big into martial arts when I was a kid, and
Me
that
too.
movie was unbelievable to me.
Nice. Actually, my favorite was No Retreat, No Surrender.
Great movie. Also with Van Damme in it.
Love that movie. Yes, I was. What martial arts did you do? Since we're
I actually almost went to the Olympics for judo.
oh, nice. I trained judo and jujitsu myself. I never was that good, but
Yeah, I teach it to my kids too. I like them to know. I have 3 daughters, so I need them to know how to take care of themselves.
exactly. I was teaching it to my oldest one, and now that's what he does. He fights
Oh,
and teaches and coaches, and he even trained them in the military when he was in there and stuff like that. So
that's very cool.
yes, sir, man. Yeah, I mean, you got to keep it. My dad was into it. He got me into it, and
Yep.
then it just went down the line. Now, not all of them got into it. Some of them were like, "Man, I'm not doing this," but
Right, right.
you can't make them do everything you want them to do.
That's true. That's true.
You can just show them a little bit and let them pick their own way.
Yep.
So what about favorite TV show as a kid?
Oh, the A Team.
Nice.
Yankee, Airwolf, anything with action in it.
Gotcha.
I loved
Mine
it
was
when I
the
was a
Fall
kid.
Guy.
Oh, the Fall Guy was amazing. I loved it.
I still sing that song from time to time.
Man, they came out with a new movie about it. I haven't seen it yet, but
I'm afraid to watch it because I'm afraid it's
takes away from it. Yeah.
I really wish some of that stuff they would leave alone. That's just like another favorite movie of mine. Wasn't as a kid, but as a little older, was Big Trouble in Little China.
Absolutely.
Which made me some figures and stuff of as well. But I heard they were gonna try to redo that, and one time I heard The Rock was going. I was like, man, please do not do that.
Oh man, if they do The Rock, it'll be horrible.
So
no, not The Rock. That's not the right. That's not the right guy for that.
No. You know who I actually think probably could do a decent job is Ryan Reynolds.
Absolutely. I was thinking Ryan Reynolds or one of the Chris's there that the one I made you. Yep.
Yeah.
He'd be pretty funny doing it too.
Yeah.
Plus he acted with Kurt Russell in a couple of movies.
Maybe Chris Pratt. Maybe.
Yeah.
You know?
Wouldn't be too bad.
Not The Rock.
Definitely.
Don't get me wrong, I like The Rock, but I don't need The Rock.
Not for that part though.
Big Trouble in Little China, you know?
Yeah.
All right. So let's go a little farther. Let's go. When did you get back into collecting, like as an adult? And what was the first piece that got you back into collecting?
All right. Well, what got me back into it as an adult was when the G.I. Joe Classified line came back out. I really dug that a lot. And I think Flint was my favorite one, but he was also my first one that I did. I'd made a Tiger Force Flint before anybody did a Tiger Force Flint. Right. So yeah, he was probably my favorite at the time.
And just real quick before we get to anything else, I just want to tell you your work is amazing. If y'all have not seen this guy, please go check him out. He's got a whole library of stuff over there. The dude is amazing. So please check him out. So was Flint the first piece you bought from the classified, or?
Actually Duke was.
Okay.
Yep, Duke was the first one. And as soon as I saw Duke, I just fell in love with them being 6 inches. I loved how they were new and the way they were detailed and could move. I was definitely impressed. So that's what made me take off from there.
Now, right here, I am pretty deep into the G.I. Joe classifieds. I'm not a completist, but I'm probably 90, 95%. But I did not start in the beginning. When I saw them, I was like, oh man, it's what I've always wanted, a G.I. Joe 6 inch. But then I saw them, I said, this ain't my G.I. Joe.
Right.
It wasn't their outfits, it wasn't their weapons. It was like too much like Halo weapons and
modified
stuff like this.
Right.
So I didn't really start getting into until about 25, 30 in. And then, of course, luckily I was able to get most of the other ones real cheap. You know, I'm not a customizer like you, but I have kit bashed a few of them and stuff. But I was just like, what are they doing with this G.I. Joe? But then once they finally got it in their heads, this is not what people want.
Right.
And they went back to copying what we had as a kid in the 3.7 line and putting it to the classified. The only thing they need to work on, 2 things, the weapons and the backpacks fitting correctly.
Oh man, that's my biggest deal with them. I use Bobby Valor weapons most of the time for the figures because they are amazing.
Yeah.
But as far as Hasbro's, man, that rubber stuff they're using is rough. I don't understand it.
And
I don't know why they would do that for things.
No steering in the vehicles. What the hell?
Yeah, none.
They gave us steering in the motorcycle, but not the vehicles.
Yep. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Even those trucks that I have, you know those big trucks that I've showed you?
Yeah.
Those have steering.
See?
If you get in there, you turn that little steering wheel, it turns the wheels.
But Hasbro can't do it. Well, no, they can do it. They just don't want to spend the money to do it.
Right.
But then they want to make us a Cobra Rattler and give us the first tier of some patches.
Man, I cannot believe that. Why would they even put patches in there?
I mean, that's why I hadn't even bought it yet.
That would be a giveaway. That would be a giveaway. You know, you would give those away to somebody, you know, put it in there with a figure or something. You know,
why not have 4 figures like all the rest of them had?
Right.
Why are we getting where you're actually only telling us 2, but there's supposed to be 3 figures and some patches? What do we want with these patches, man?
Even if they were trying to push the patches, okay? This is what they should have done was made the 4 figures and gave each one a patch.
Thank you.
You know, send them with the patch. Make it worth their money. You know, throw it in as, hey, guys, here's an extra for you.
Maybe you need to go to work for Hasbro, bro.
Man, I've tried. Believe it or not, I'm from Rhode Island, and I used to live right down the road from the Hasbro.
Man, you be doing better work than they are.
Yeah, I've tried. I mean, what I like to do is I like to stick to the nostalgia of the figure, and I like to enhance it. Exactly. You know, give it a realism, but not overdo it. You know what I mean? Just like, I mean, I picked out a couple of figures that I wanted to talk about and show you guys that I thought you guys might like, that are some of my favorites. Like, got this guy, Fast Draw. I mean, it literally.
Nice.
This guy I made from some of the parts from Metalhead, obviously.
Yeah.
But I came up with that whole scheme, and look how close that is. It sticks to the first one, you know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
But it's modernized. It looks realistic. Like with the Metalhead figure that they made, think about this. This guy's got rockets shooting off of his sides here. He's got nothing protecting this. Nothing. He's totally bare-faced. He's gonna eat all that fire.
Right.
You know, another one that I got that I really, really like that I made was
for the gifts.
Wetsuit.
Oh man, Wetsuit was one of my favorites, man. I never was a torpedo guy and stuff. Wetsuit was my dude, man.
Now I made this out of the Cobra Eel parts. This helmet comes off, everything comes off, everything's movable. He can turn, backpack, everything. But yeah, I wanted to stick to as close as I could to the original. I mean, everything as far as color, everything. I tried to get as close as possible, but I wanted to keep it realistic, you know? Yes, so people would be like, hey, that reminds me of my childhood. Exactly. I loved that figure when I was a kid.
And that's what it's about. It's all about the nostalgia. Hey, Ryan, thank you for joining the team, man. I appreciate it. Thank you for the heart me. If everybody could, go hit the little exclusive heart me. That just helps generate our thing out. Keep hitting the likes. Keep hitting the hearts. I know y'all are interested in what we got to say, but please keep hitting the likes and the comments. And we'll let you ask questions to the man here in just a little bit. So just hang in there. You got any more you want to show, or you want to do a few more?
Sure. I'll show you a couple more that I picked out for you guys.
Go ahead.
Well, now remember when we were kids, and everybody knows this figure, Captain Gridiron. Okay, now nobody liked that figure because of the way he looked. Okay, he literally looked like a Green Bay Packer.
Yeah, nobody likes them.
No, period. So I went a different route with him.
Man.
Okay, I gave him a big gun like he had. I gave him the helmet. No yellow. No yellow on this figure.
Yes.
I gave him that big old backpack where he can, you know, ammo's coming out. This guy's ready to just walk in and destroy stuff.
Y'all, everybody put a 1 in the comment if y'all love this guy's work for me, guys. Come on now. Show him some love. Drop him some gifts. All you got to do is click on his picture. Drop him something in there.
I actually have a challenge for the chat for us. Okay, I've got a project that I'm working on. Now, I went to Ollie's and I picked up this vehicle, and I'm kind of torn on it. I've got 3 ways I want to go with this, and I want to ask the chat what they think of it. Okay, so give me 1 second, I'll grab it.
All right, thank you, man. So everybody get prepared. He's going to bring some in and give us 3 choices on how we would like him to customize that. So that is really cool. See, our lives try to be really interactive with our chats. So please interact with us back. We thank you for that.
All right, guys. Now I picked this up at Ollie's for $12.
Star Wars or
okay, this is one of those Buzz Lightyear vehicles.
okay, Buzz Lightyear, got
you. Yeah. Now what I did was I already modified it so a Joe fits in it already.
Okay.
But what I want to do is I was thinking of going 3 different ways with it. Now I could paint this thing black and make it look like the Night Raven, which it looks like the top piece to the Night Raven almost.
That would be good.
Okay. Another thing I was thinking about doing was painting it silver and making it part of Sky Patrol.
That would be cool too. But
that's a deep cut, but no, we haven't seen anything from Sky Patrol. Or I was thinking about making it a shark.
Ooh.
Making it instead of space, underwater.
Man, I used to love the shark, man.
Me too. So that's why I'm thinking
a deep six. You gotta make deep 6 to go with it.
Deep 6 would go with it.
Man, so everybody in the chats put a 1 for the Night Raven, 2 for the, what was it, Sky Wolf?
Sky Patrol, yeah, we'll just call it a Sky Patrol vehicle.
And 3 for the shark.
Yep. Yeah, that's what I was thinking about doing with it. Instead of making it into space, make it underwater, you know? Making it.
My wife said 1 or 3, she's torn.
She's torn, huh?
So we got 3, 3. I think everybody's leaning to 3, man.
They like that shark idea, huh?
Yeah, I think they do, man.
All right, I can do that. Give me about a week and I'll have that done.
Man, awesome. Thank you guys for participating, man. And Ben, thank you, man, so much for doing that and keeping this thing interactive like that. I love for our shows to be interactive with the chats. I know a lot of people don't mean to because they have other stuff going on. But you gotta communicate with the people in the chats, or otherwise.
If it wasn't for them, Beef, we wouldn't be here, man. You know, this family is great. I just need to say that everybody in this chat is amazing, and if anybody wants work done, they know I do trade. I don't do cash. You know, the reason for that is because been bitten twice. I don't put cash out there anymore. So if somebody wants something from me, let's trade. You know, I'm down with an even trade. And you know how I work like that.
Yes, sir. Man. So make sure you hit up Ben's Custom Figures 1 right now. Everybody in here, if you're not following him, please click on his name and hit the follow button. Thank you for that. So what all do you collect now? Or do you even collect? Okay, let me rephrase this. You say you collect G.I. Joe classifieds. Do you keep them regular or do you customize every one?
Usually I like to throw my touch on everyone. Because normally they're not. I'm just not happy with them. The weapons, some of the paint schemes, some of the things that they do. As far as those Nerf weapons go, holy moly, man. And like the first Scarlet they made, she looked like a 15-year-old teenager. I was like,
hey, Raven said trade him for a diorama.
Ooh, I'm down with dioramas. What's he need?
So
I definitely need a new diorama. I'm working on one, but they're tough, and especially with the figure thing, I've got a lot of figures people like to see. Like a lot of people like to see
for the dioramas, man. I think y'all could come up with an awesome trade right there.
Oh yeah, I love to trade. That's my thing, though.
Taven's actually, I don't know if you saw, but I got the lowrider from the WWE with Rey Mysterio in it.
Yep.
Actually bought another one today. I'm finna mail it to him, and he's gonna customize it, paint it up, and everything, and send it back. So,
heck yeah, that's cool.
Crazy 8 said, "Have you made yourself into a Joe?"
Have I made? I actually did make a figure of myself once upon a time. I don't have it anymore, but yeah, I did. I had a little cap on. I made my wife. I made my kids. Nice. I actually even have. Hold up a second. I even made my little dog.
Oh, that's cool, man.
Yeah, her name's Freya. Yep. But yours was a creative one, my friend. Making you was not an easy task.
And speaking of that,
You love them, huh? I'm
yes,
glad you like them,
sir.
bud.
Now I did ship Ronzillas out to him, and that started a whole thing. But
Oh yeah, you guys got that war going. I love it though. It's funny as hell.
but this is how creative the guy is. He actually sent the chair, the table, the little figure that I'm reviewing. This guy is just awesome, man. Plus, we got some other ones. We can show that real quick too. He's making me some Predator ones right here because I did not have the NECA version. Plus, I think this one's better anyway.
He moves a lot better, that's for sure.
We got Billy.
Yup.
We got, God dang, what's his name? I can't remember. Carl Weathers. Crap, I can't remember his name.
Oh my goodness. Come on, man. You got this.
Dang it. I can't remember. I'm drawing a blank. I know Jesse Ventura's name. That's Blaine.
Blaine.
Look at
He
it.
was a fun one to do. I really enjoyed doing him though.
Awesome, man.
He just pushes masculinity. Like he is just manly figure.
Dylan. Thank you, Mama. Dylan is
Dylan is. Yup.
And then also customize the Predator for me as well. Now, I do have the NECA one, but I haven't opened it yet. And this one is really awesome. I love this thing. Wyatt Earp.
Now, man, that one made me think of you right away. Man, you mentioned how much you liked Tombstone, and I was like, you know what? I can make a Wyatt Earp. And when you said that figure's head looked just like Wyatt Earp, I was like, I got this. I was like,
yeah,
Ricondo, easily.
Yeah,
you want to actually see what I did?
Looked like Kurt Russell,
Right, he done amazing, dude. It was instant. I was like, I got to make that figure for him. I was instantly needed to do it.
And then, last but not least, took the old WWE truck.
Yeah,
got the Pork Chop Express.
Yeah.
Now, did you happen to see the video I made of this?
Yes, I did. That was awesome.
Man, and that figure that's in it is not actually a Big Trouble in Little China figure. That's actually a DC Multiverse Scarecrow figure.
What?
Now, that's sweet. I did just pick up a Big Trouble in Little China figure the other day for $7.
Nice.
But, yeah, everybody thought it was. It just looked like it to me, so it fit real well.
That's awesome, man.
We got the figures inside the truck.
Yeah, that's where they belong.
But there they are right there.
Yeah, man. I wanted to do a Kurt Russell head, but that man's head is very hard to do.
Actually, I just picked up the Escape from LA figure at one of the cons not too long ago.
Nice. That's brilliant. Yeah, there you go.
So I had to bring that up, man. I appreciate this, man. You are so awesome, man. I really wanted to bring you on here and just show your work to these guys, and hopefully they go see your video collection, because every time you put one out, I'm just more amazed by it. Hey, TNT, welcome in, man. Chris Matthews, everybody. Thank y'all so much, man, for all the gifts and all the love. We're only halfway through here. We need to get this 10K so we can get the intro again. But I got some more questions, if you don't mind, sir.
No problem, man. Go for it.
So what all customs do you make? I'm sure you would probably try anything if somebody asked. I know you mostly stay in the G.I. Joe realm. I know you've done a little bit here that's like movie realm stuff. You basically almost did a wrestling figure for me. But what all do you really...
as far as I like whatever I lived from my childhood, when, like I said, Bloodsport came out, I made those figures and did that little scene with Bloodsport. And man, that one hit off because it's nostalgia for Gen X. You know,
Yes, sir.
we used to watch that stuff back in the day. They were actually doing kicks instead of, like AI or CG. You know what I mean? So I love that stuff. And as far as the figures go, I will make anything. I love Viking stuff. I love supernatural. I love anything out of the realm of normal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I love heroes. I love all of it. I love warriors. I mean, some of the stuff I like to do, like, check back here. When I say I like doing nostalgia figures, this one hits every nostalgia box on everybody. You ready for this?
Huh? Oh man, there he is. There's Hardball.
Yup.
I
See,
loved that figure as a kid.
that's why I do it, man. That feeling you just got right there is why I do it.
And I don't know why. I didn't really understand why this dude who played baseball was in here in the G.I. Joe, but I love that figure. Just
Right.
like Refrigerator Perry. He didn't have
Yup,
no business
exactly.
being G.I. Joe, but I loved it.
Dude, I got a story about Refrigerator Perry, okay? I'm from New England. All right. We lost the Super Bowl to Chicago, okay? G.I. Joe came out with figure of Refrigerator Perry, and it was a mail away.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I saved up. I mailed away for it. We moved. I never got the figure. I
What?
Man, I literally cried. I cried. I was so sad that we never got a chance to get the figure. So I eventually, he was one of my favorites. A couple other ones like that were in the war with me. Repeater, he was a good one, and I made him. Let's see, he's right here. Yeah, I made this guy.
Nice.
He was nostalgic for me. You know what I mean? Like a lot of characters bring that feeling of nostalgia, and that's what I love seeing. The toy the toy biz area where Hasbro doesn't have that feeling. They give you that nostalgic feeling, but then they take it away.
I agree.
Like, man, you wait for this figure. I waited for Naugahyde forever, man. And then they just built him on the gung ho body, which the legs suck on that. Okay, he falls over constantly.
Really? I haven't had an issue with mine.
Really, you don't have him like he doesn't tip over on you at all? You can stand him straight up? Huh.
Yeah, even
Yeah.
with all the stuff on his back.
Yeah, I keep everything on them. I mean, I have to play with them, but he's one that I had trouble with. And like, as far as their weapons go, man, I do not know what they're using, but
Now I had trouble with Buzzer standing up and those glasses. God.
oh man, I don't know why they didn't just give him original glasses. It would have been more nostalgic, and we would have liked it more.
Yeah.
Even if you had to glue them on, I would have definitely done it. I was like, man. But yeah, as far as nostalgia goes, I got a lot of Cobra figures. I got a big heart for Cobra, especially the Dreadnoks.
God.
I mean, the Dreadnoks have been my favorite for a long time.
Me too.
And here's, I saw the new Xandar that they came out with. The one that we were all waiting for, and
Right.
kind of got like, hey, he looks cool, but he doesn't look like this.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? This is what he looked like. This is what he's supposed to look like.
Blondie Gamer said, "Get my Apex ones you made me, Ben."
That's my wife, and I made her some Apex figures. I made her a lot of figures actually. She's got a big thing for books, and I got one that she would describe the character to me, the characters in the book to me, and I made the figures from the book. No pictures, no nothing. I'll show you. This way she gets a little.
I'm gonna do the intro real quick while you're doing that. You're talking to the G.I. Joe t-shirt wearing, championship ring wearing, deal stealing, toy dealing, high wheel riding, dragonfly flying son of a gun. And I'm having a hard time keeping these credit card bills down. Welcome to A Flair for Toys. Said Uncultured Heathen, it's your boy Beef, and we're inside the toy house with the one, the only, Ben's Custom Figures One. We wind his watch and see what makes him tick. And we got a few things to catch up on real quick, boss, before you jump in. Taven the Caveman has said a Jean-Claude Van Damme time cop would be awesome.
That would be very cool. I could probably do that.
And then Samson said, have you made Sam and Dean from Supernatural?
No, but I definitely should. That would be fun to do too.
And then your wife said he's done Mortal Kombat, DV. I don't know what DV is. Okay, she's telling us what all you do over here. Okay. Alpha, what's good, man? All right, I think we're caught up. Oh, and said, can you make Universal monsters?
I'm sure I could if I tried. I've got a couple of things that I like that are kind of like Universal monsters. I've got 2 werewolves that are absolutely amazing. I'll show you those in a second.
Okay.
This is, remember I was talking about the characters I made from the book for my wife?
Yeah.
What's the name of the book?
A Court of Thorns and Roses.
This is A Court of Thorn and Roses. This is one of the characters that she described to me. Now he's got wings and magic power and the whole nine. Almost looks like a Dracula.
Yeah.
So I went with it. I made this out of a G.I. Joe, man.
That's awesome work, man. You need to really be working for a toy company and being paid what you worth. I tell you that right now. But they probably wouldn't give you the freedom you want. So I
Then it takes the fun out of it. You know what I mean? I do it because I like to make people happy. I don't want to do it because they want to be happy. You know, the industry. This is I guess this is that guy's girlfriend.
Okay.
So I don't know. I don't know the book that much. My old lady does it. But she wanted me to show you. She used to be a big Apex fan too. And it's a game that you play on PlayStation. But I made the figures for it.
It looked better than the ones Hasbro came out with.
Yep, this is Fuse. I actually used a major bloodhead, a gung-ho body.
Is that a Colossus arm?
That is a Colossus arm. Yep. I just pieced them all together. Here's another one that I did. She came out gorgeous, though.
Man.
Yeah. Now, originally, when we got this figure, she was white. She was all white. And I did the face, the hair, the body. All of that is all done by me after I got the figure.
So, well, we can go ahead and do that right now. Can you tell, is there a certain type of paint you use? Is there a certain method you use for customs?
Okay, there's a couple of things that I do. Okay, as far as the G.I. Joes go, I use the cheap stuff. The cheap stuff is the easiest stuff to work with. I mean, the stuff you get from Walmart or, you know, like a Michael's or Hobby Lobby, it works. You do it right. Okay, you have to clean the figure first. Make sure you wash that figure down with Dawn. All right, it gets all the shiny stuff off. And then when you do that, the paint will stick better. Now, I do it in coats, but what else I do is I use a hairdryer to dry the paint on. Gotcha. Which cooks the paint to the plastic. So it makes it so their parts, you know, like elbows and knees, you don't get that different color right here.
Right.
You know what I mean? Another thing is clear coat. Absolutely use some clear coat because that is an important thing to do, especially to protect your paint from scratching as soon as you're done with it.
Okay. Yeah, man. Thank you for that, man. I appreciate that. You know, I just want to tell you guys real quick, like Taven, you, and all you guys that create all this stuff. Man, I envy y'all, man, and I really appreciate what y'all do because I've never been that talented of a person. The only thing I got of the talent is running his mouth. So, you know, but I love seeing what y'all do, and I love to have some of them. That's why I've got your figures. I got Taven's diorama. I will trade. I will buy to have good stuff, but I ain't gonna be able to make it myself. I can't draw for nothing. I can't build. You know.
Now, see, as far as the GI Joes go, what I do is I watch old videos, of the quarter-inch figures, yeah, and then I get inspired from that to make stuff like this, which I made last night.
Man, it just looks good, man.
Now, this is the Ice Viper that drives the Snow Wolf.
Right.
I mean, when I was a kid, I didn't have the Snow Wolf, but I had that figure, and he was a bad to the bone dude. I was like, man, this guy's just awesome. So he was nostalgic for me to do last night, and I like to do that.
Transformer Toy Talk, I see you in there. You didn't miss nothing. He always does that. But can you tell them what kind of vehicles? I know you've made a lot of the vehicles. Can you just name off some of them that you've done?
Sure, I've done, let's see. Well, I've done the whale, the killer whale. I've done the Cobra.
Ooh.
What do you call it? The green boat. You know what I'm talking about? The Cobra.
Water moccasin?
Water moccasin.
Yeah.
I've
Out of
done.
the Fortnite boat, right?
Yep. Yep,
Yeah.
it sure was. What I did was I got that Fortnite boat and I got a fan from the dollar store, ripped it apart, popped it on the back of it so it looked like the fan from the toy, and I painted that thing up, and it's one of my favorite pieces.
Yes, he does do trades, guys. He does do trades.
Yep, I do. That's what I basically do is I do trades.
Would you be interested in making another water moccasin?
I could.
I have another Fortnite boat.
Oh, I have one too. Got one sitting right here, prepped and ready to go.
Nice.
Yep.
Yeah, I found them at Ollie's, man, and I got one, and then I went back and got two more. I was like, man, these things are awesome.
You can't. I couldn't beat it for the price, man. When I seen that,
$15.
I think I paid 12 for both.
Oh,
I paid 12.
You might have had a little discount here.
Yeah, I paid 12 for each of them. I was like, man, how can you go wrong?
Exactly.
Especially for such a nostalgic looking boat that reminds us of our childhood,
Exactly. What about the Snowcat? Have you done the Snowcat or?
No, I haven't done the Snowcat, but I got a man that does some amazing work. His name is Spec Ops, and he made me that polar bear. And when I tell you this guy does amazing work, he does amazing work.
The laser and stuff, right? The printing.
Oh, he does it all. I mean, he's got printers like I've never seen, and I watch his channel. He gives us the play by play, of putting it together. He literally just got done doing the triple T.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh man, and the tracks work.
Stuff, but I haven't seen the whole working.
Oh man, he just got done doing the Feng, the black helicopter.
Yes.
Dude, that thing used to be a favorite of mine when I was a kid,
I remember that.
I mentioned it to him. I'm like, look, bro, why don't you try doing the smaller vehicles? And he's like what? I was like, what about a Fang? And he's like, that's a good idea. What I'm trying to get him to do is, because it takes a long time to do this. This process is huge. I want him to make me a hammer. I want a hammer, man. I think that would be awesome to have in the collection.
And what was the brown tank's name?
Which brown tank?
The one that Cover Girl was in and stuff.
Oh, that's the Wolverine.
Yeah, the Wolverine.
Yep. Now, Ramen Toys is doing something like that. They got some tanks coming out. And maybe you should check that out, because I am. They got awesome tank coming out that you can put different detachments on it to make it look like the different vehicles from your past.
Right.
I mean, you can make it look like the Wolverine. You can make it look like the big, huge tank. It's pretty sweet.
You know, when he's making all that stuff, I wonder if he can make like those little mini play sets. Like, remember the little guard shack and the what was the ones that Cobra had looked like a
Oh
little
man, you talking about like the mini fort sets, the little towers and stuff?
yeah.
Dude, I know he could do that. I
Man,
know
that
he
would
can.
be awesome to have.
Check this out. He just sent me this yesterday. Look at these.
Man.
Dude, that is beautiful. Like, I mean, thick. Oops. I can put it on everything. You know what I mean? It's sitting right there in front of my Joe's on the shelf and it stands right there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I love it. The guy does amazing work. He actually got me to do. Actually, I got a box for him. I'll show you guys. Let's check this out. This is some projects that I've been working on for him. And he, like I said, he does amazing work. And I try to do amazing work back for him. He printed this globulus.
Nice.
And I painted it.
Man, that is awesome.
Yeah, I painted that all up. Now he's all movable.
We're going to get one of those, but I don't know if it's going to be that good.
See, now he takes orders. This guy takes orders. He's got an eBay store. I don't know what he charges for it, but he'll work something out with you. You know, he's definitely good about that. And what else I did was...
I mean, he's on my page. I've liked his videos and stuff, but I've never really talked to him.
Yeah, he's a good dude. Check this out. Man, I made this guy the entire set. He's got half of them. This half's going to him. But this is the Royal Guard. Does this guy look familiar to you?
Yes.
He's from Cobra Law. Yeah, he was the Royal Guard. The guys that went after Sarge and them first. They had the capes and everything.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, I gave this guy armor. Believe it or not, if you look close enough, this was a Croc Master.
I was trying to figure out what it was. I almost thought it was a He-Man figure.
Nope, this was a Croc Master. I gave him all the armor, but I needed a body that was big enough because I wanted him to look decent. I mean, he's guarding globulus, right? He's a Royal Guard. And then I made this one. I totally made for him. This
Nemesis Immortal.
Nemesis Immortal.
Not Enforcer.
Yeah, well, it's Enforcer to me.
I know.
But yeah, I made that. He's got the blades on his arms. Detailed blades. Not just little hacks. You know, I gave him a big axe so it, he actually has a weapon. Movable wings.
And yep. Are those from a gargoyle?
They are. Yes, they are, sir. You definitely know your gargoyles, that's for sure. But yeah, this is all going out to him tomorrow. And we worked out a couple of deals. And I'll do this for anybody in the toy community. Anybody. If they want something made by him and painted by me, I'm down. It's just the way it works. We look out for each other.
Yes, sir. That's what this community is about, man. And I love this thing, and we're growing so much. And thank you for coming up here and showing us this stuff. I've got a few more questions, and then we'll take questions from the people.
Go for it.
What I'd like to know is, first off, tell us your 5 favorite customs that you've done.
5 favorite customs that I've done. All right. Well, I could definitely show you one. Oh, I'm going to have to take you over there a little bit. I'll show you.
We'll go for a ride.
That killer shark, that killer whale, that thing's dope.
Can you get a little closer?
Yep. Hang on.
I'm blind, man.
Yeah, this is the killer whale. And then I have it set up next to my big truck. Doc doing a little surgery. The only problem with this is my kids like to come in here and knock stuff around.
Right.
But yeah, That is probably one of my favorite. Another far as figures go, this one's gonna get you. All right, let me sit back down here. Rakondo.
Man, look at that. That's awesome, man. I
Yeah.
just love how you take, parts and just different pieces from stuff and just make it work, man. I'll do a little kit bash here and there, but I don't know. My brain just doesn't work like that, though.
See, when I look, that's the funny thing about me, man, is like when I look at a figure, I see a bunch of different figures in it.
Right.
Like, say, like, I made Airtight. Okay, I'll show you what he looks like. Ooh, let me move this out the way. All right. This is Airtight.
Man.
Now he's got all of his stuff. He looks amazing, right?
Yes. And we still ain't got that from G.I. Joe yet.
Nope. But do you know who this is? Look close. Imagine him with brown and blue.
The dude that just came out, the landmine dude. Tripwire.
Nope.
No?
Nope.
I have no clue.
I bet you have. You bet you have him in your collection for sure. Okay, remember, what was it? What's his name? Oh my gosh, I just lost his name. It was on the tip of my tongue.
Somebody said Steel Brigade?
Nope, he's not Steel Brigade either. He's from, the guy that just came out.
Ben?
What's that?
Big Ben?
No, he's not Big Ben either. He's from, not Airtight, Condor, not Condor. Oh my goodness, it's on the tip of my tongue.
Barbecue? That's what somebody said.
No, he just came out with the new, he's, not Ripcord. God, it's on the tip of my tongue. He's the parachute guy, the guy that just came out. Airborne. Okay, now, that figure is an airborne body. Okay, now I've used that body a lot on these figures. Like a couple of them have been, like I have a recoil. Let me see. Recoil is somewhere. Well, I have a recoil figure that I use the same body off of. You know, I mean, these figures can be made to do more than what these Hasbro is giving us, man.
I know.
And literally, when you think about it, they said they're going to release the Triple T, right?
Mm-hmm.
When are we going to see that?
Next year?
Maybe next year, they said.
Maybe.
I'm like, man, my boy's doing it right now. Right now, you can get it. Now, and he's doing it cheaper than them. I mean, by far, I guarantee he's doing it cheaper than them.
Right. Yeah, the Sergeant Slaughter figure hopefully should be here this week.
Yeah, I did the whole Slaughter's Marauders before they even did the Slaughter's Marauders. And right now, they're selling them at way expensive prices, man. Look what they want for that Sarge. They wanted the $45 for him, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yep. See, for the Sarge that we already have.
Yeah. Well, that's just like when they gave us that Roadblock and Tripwire. It's the same figures. Just barely got a little yellow paint on it with some stripes.
Yep.
But I still bought it.
And I'm gonna too. Because I need to. Man, I need that Tiger Paws when I need. Man, I can't find that thing anywhere.
I got lucky. I don't know if you saw the struggles I had with that though. I had it on a Thursday. Man, I was all excited, dude. I went to Target and I found it, right?
Yeah.
I picked it up. It's the only one there. Man, I'm dancing in the aisleway. I'm like, yay, I got a Tiger Paw. I get
they wouldn't sell it to you.
They flagged me, would not sell it to me because it wasn't on the release date.
Did the same thing to me, man, at Target. I found it and I was like, man, I'm so happy. I was stoked the whole way through the store. Get up there, little light goes off, and they're like, sorry, this has been... I'm like, why is it on the shelf?
I know it.
If I can't buy it, why is it there?
And I went back that Sunday and had a dude go in the back and found it, and that is the only one I think that has been in that store since. I have not seen another one.
I do have something that I did get lucky finding. And like this is like a holy grail to most people. And I'm willing to trade. If they can come give me a tiger paw, this is theirs.
Yeah, see, I don't have that one yet. I got the blue
Nobody
one.
does. It's coveted red chud and Lee, dude. This one is stupid hard to find. And I found it at a mall. And I was like, I went into the EB Games at the mall. And I looked, there was a blue one. And then I went behind the blue one. There she was, red. I was like, oh my God. How is it at EB Games? It's a Target exclusive.
Yeah, they be saying that stuff and stuff be popping up everywhere, man.
Right. Like I said, if anybody is looking for her, she's up for trade. If they can come up with a tiger paw, man, I want one of those bad.
I'll be on the lookout. I'm still on the lookout, but I got that one. But I'll try to find another one for a couple of you guys. Well, so did we get through the whole 5 that you did? I don't know if we did or not.
I'm not sure, but this one I'm pretty proud of. This is Cesspool.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's Deadpool or Cable Body, right?
Nope.
No.
That body's actually from the Techno Vipers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, man, I'm telling you, I can make paint work wonders. That totally changes the figure.
Man. Awesome.
Yeah, there's a couple of them. Where is this one? Here we go. Let's see. Now, remember back in the day, they did Space Brigade for G.I. Joe?
Yeah, but I never collected them, but yeah.
They were shitty.
Yeah.
I'm sorry about the language.
Exactly.
They were bad. They were really bad. So, I made my own.
Man.
Yep. This is rock and roll. Hold on a second. That helmet comes off. Give me 1 second. But yeah, this is rock and roll. He was the first one I got out of the space figures.
Gotcha.
And I hated the way they looked, but yeah, he's pretty sick. Oops. Let me get his head back on there.
Come on, guys. Y'all hit that like button. I know y'all enjoying the show, but make sure you tapping it. Let's go. Let's grow. 20K.
Yeah, brother. I love doing it for the people. I honestly, if I can make someone happy with a trade, and they got a figure that nobody else has, that sincerely makes me happy. And then I've got something from them to remember them by, you know what I mean?
Yes, sir. Man,
So that's
as you see, I got all mine right here. I have them displayed in different spots. I love everything you've done. I do have like one more question for sure.
Go for it.
What would, excuse me, what would say maybe 3 to 5, however many you can think of, what would be the next thing you would like to work on?
Oh, man. All right. As far as figures go, I've got one that's in my mind. I play a lot of Mortal Kombat. They got a new Mortal Kombat out, and I like to do those figures. And they just came out with one that's really a new character to the game. His name is Takeda Takashi, and man, I love that fig. I want to do that figure really bad, and I know I can. And then another one I want to do. Let's see. Let me think. I don't know. I want to do a Batman, but I want to do it in GI Joe form. I want him to look like he's an assault type fighter. And I love taking any kind of ideas from the people, the chats. Like one of the ones that I've got that people really, really, really liked, and I'll get him. And he's like a super favorite of everybody. And he's an unknown. And Hasbro's never made him. As far as I know. As far as I know, Hasbro hasn't made this figure. But this is Quinn. Now, I know you probably don't know this figure.
I don't even really know who that character is, to be honest.
Okay, now, he was in the comics, and he was a big part of the comics. And they never made the figure for him. So I had a couple of people say, hey, man, can you give us a version of your, what you would think Quinn would look like? So I got out there and that's a quick kick head. That's this is, what do you call him? The snow serpent, the snow, viper's body.
Gotcha.
I mean, yeah, man, I make them look just like them. And that's the nostalgia part. That's why I love it. I love making you feel that, oh my God, I love that figure when I was a kid.
Speaking of that, and you're talking about Mortal Kombat.
Yep.
If you have the time, I would love to see this. My favorite character from the Mortal Kombat was Cabal.
Cabal, huh?
Yes.
I could definitely do that.
I would love
I'll make that happen. Cabal.
Also,
the guy that's fast with the hook swords and the trench coat. Yep, I got you.
Blossom said, Ben, do you have a favorite Cobra Commander figure?
Absolutely. Metal Cobra Commander.
Nice.
I think that one would be awesome for them to do, and they still haven't done it.
And Running Lights asks, can you do Reptile from Mortal Kombat?
Sure can. I definitely can.
80s Kid said Quinn needs a classified figure.
He has one by me.
All right, I think we're caught up. But yeah, I was just wondering, and is there any other something, like I know you do a lot of G.I. Joe, now you're thinking about the Mortal Kombat. Besides the figure of me, have you ever done any other like wrestling figure customs or?
Not really. I mean, I don't. There is one that I am going to be working on. That is a wrestling figure that was a G.I. Joe. And he was a Cobra guy. And a lot of people don't know this, but Roddy Piper was Cobra. And they made a figure of him.
See, I heard that the other day, but I don't remember that.
Yeah, he had a figure and everything. He was a trainer, just like Sarge. So he was meant to fight the Sarge. But he never took off. They only came out with one figure of him. But I'm honestly thinking about doing that because I just want that Roddy Piper to drop down a little bit in price. He's $35.
Oh, the ultimate? Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only one I want because he's got the different face expressions, Right. But I want that price to come down just a little bit. $35 is a little pricey for that.
And TNT said he will message you on a custom on me. I guess he's meaning him. But.
Okay. TNT Prime?
Yeah.
Oh, I could definitely do that.
It's TNT time. It's TNT time. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
he needs to figure.
Like I said, if you guys need something as far as vehicles go and stuff like that, Spec Ops is the guy to go to. This guy makes beautiful things. I mean, that Triple T tank, dude, the treads move. It's not just still. When you roll that thing, it rolls on its treads. I'm like, man, that is genius. And it's going to take Hasbro 3 years to give us ours.
Right.
So I'm like, hook this guy up, hit him up, because you want something done, he can do it. Check these guys out. I made these guys out of the heads that he gave me. These are the Night Stalkers, I call them.
Gotcha.
Look at this shield he made. I painted that up, but
awesome.
That shield is amazing. I was like, and the heads, look at that, the beret on the head. I'm like, yeah, dude, that's awesome.
Man, I think after this video, you and Spec Ops might be pretty busy.
Yeah, actually, he's been pretty busy, but he's got me working too, for sure. But I'm proud and glad to do it, man. I love making the community happy and knowing that it's going to a collection that somebody's going to have up there done by me, it kind of hits the spot right there. That makes me feel real good about doing all of it.
Well, man, you do awesome work, man, and keep it up. We are right at the 8 o'clock hour, which I can go over if we wanted to. It doesn't matter. It's up to you. Because I usually do stay on to about 8:30 anyway, but my time slot is from 7 to 8 on there. But I don't think anybody's got another time slot after me at the moment. But I don't want to take up all your time, and I appreciate all you've done for us and coming on and giving us your tips and your tricks and just showing us all the glory and nostalgia that you bring back to us, man.
Not a problem, man. And like I said, if anybody in the community, just hit me up. You know, if you got something you want to trade and you want me to work on something for you, I'm more than happy. If I got the time, send me what you want me to work on or give me an idea of what you want me to work on. And, we'll trade it up. What's fair is fair. I don't charge a lot, it's toys. So, and like I said, Beef, doing you was a pleasure. I mean, your face is a hard one to get, bud, but it took some sanding.
My mom always told me I had an awkward face.
Hey, but it's a lovable one. Everybody digs you, brother.
I appreciate it, man. No, you did a great job, man, and everything you've done to me has been awesome, and I'm probably going to get back with you with some more. One of the reasons I know we're about to get off, but I was asking about the wrestling. I've always wanted this, and I doubt I'm ever going to get it. I mean, we may, because I know some of these companies are taking over and doing a lot of the harder people. I always wanted the whole Von Erich family, from Fritz to Kerry to Kevin to David to Mike to Chris. Even though they left him out the movie, I still want Chris.
Now, there were 5 brothers, right?
Huh? Yes.
Aren't there 5 brothers?
Yeah, it was Kerry, Kevin, David, Mike, and Chris.
All right, I'll have to do some research. Let me take a look. Let me take a look and see what I can do. I'll have to do some research on their faces and stuff and see what I can come up with.
Yeah, and if you need like wrestling figure parts and stuff, I've got extra stuff. So just let me know what you need, and I'll get it shipped to you, man.
Now, which one of the 5 was your favorite?
Kerry.
Kerry
was my favorite. Yeah.
Wasn't he the Texas Tornado too?
Yes. Yes.
All right. Yeah. All right. I might even have a head for that.
He was the one that lost his foot.
Yep. All right.
Well, real quick, just to let people know, he had that motorcycle wreck, how he lost his foot.
Yep.
But he went through 22 hours of surgery to reconstruct that foot. And they had it. And he got up, when he woke up out of surgery, he tried to get up to go get a cheeseburger and just tore it all apart.
Oh, man.
Yep.
And, dude, he didn't let anything stop him. He was on fire in that ring. Didn't he play the Ultimate Warrior for a minute?
Did he what?
Didn't he play the Ultimate Warrior for a minute?
No.
No? I thought he played.
There's rumors that there was a fake warrior back in WCW at one time, but those rumors aren't true.
Oh, all right. You would definitely know, brother, for sure.
We did team with the Ultimate Warrior at one Survivor Series. They were called the Warriors, and it was the Road Warriors, the modern day Warrior, Kerry Von Erich, and the Ultimate Warrior.
Nice.
Cheeseburger is live. Crazy hates. But thank you again, Ben. You got anything else to say? Go ahead and say it, and I'm going to close this out, my man.
Not much, brother. Thank you for having me on. I appreciate you and everything you do for the toy community as well, man. You put everybody up there, everybody that's got, low scores on their, you know what I'm talking about, as far as having people looking at us and stuff. You do a great job, brother, and you look out for everybody, and I appreciate that.
And I tell everybody, and everybody tries to say, you look out for the small people. There's no small people, just small followers, because they ain't got to know you yet. We get you out there. We get you known. We get you grown. You know what I mean?
That's it, brother. I appreciate it.
We just got to keep building, man, and keep pushing. Real quick, I'm going to make the rundown. We have Ben's Custom Figures on tonight. Next week, we have LT House of Geekery. The week after that, we have World at War Comics. And the week after that, we have Jordan Gasly. Now, that's me booked up for the month. After that, I haven't got anything yet. So, if you're content creators out there and you're looking to get on the show, know that I probably will contact you, and everybody will get a chance if they would like to. So, thank y'all, everybody. And tomorrow's Wrestling Wednesday. Don't forget. Come
Be
by.
there.
We actually got the TV put up, so we will have wrestling on behind us. I'll find something for us to look at, old school, not new school, to talk about and open some figures and have a good time. And we'll have a topic and we'll do some things. So thank everybody. Thank you so much for your time, Ben. I don't want to keep you no longer. Thank
No
you
problem, brother.
that came in the chats for all the gifts, all the likes, all the love. Just remember, we are many, but we will be one. Oh, I didn't realize we hit 20K. I got to hit the intro before we leave. You're talking to the G.I. Joe t-shirt wearing, championship ring wearing, deal stealing, toy dealing, high wheel riding, dragonfly flying son of a gun. And I'm having a hard time keeping them credit card bills down. Goodbye from a flair for toys. And I may be leaving, but I'm still